Here we go. By the way, for the hard mode, you need to restart the game. But it saves in a different save file. I was actually hoping for like a New Game Plus. NG Plus. And so it sounds like that's kind of it. Step ahead of you. What am I going to do? Just eat the salsa straight? What do you take me for? Some kind of pleb? Whoa, 177? But you're the FNG. Respect to chat for anybody who knows what FNG is. Play with the Japanese voices? That'd be... I think I would. So is it like a New Game Plus? Oh no. A monster in a box. These are Grenades? Grenades. That's a weird name. Japanese voice. I think I might steal that a little, Hardy. I like that. You start from 0. Oh. So it is a new game. It's straight up a new game. It's not New Game Plus. We're discussing Breath of the Wild. Legend of Zelda, the new expansion came out for it today. Last Zelda game I played much of is still Zelda 1, so half following along and fine, half confused. Lionel's being annoying makes perfect sense. Voice acting? What? Birth of the Bird. She gonna cut you so bad you wish you didn't get cut so bad. Ooh, another chest. Ambushed? No. Ow. Voice acting, yeah, and Lionels are not annoying. They are more like final bosses in the open. They're actually at times harder than the actual final boss. Yep, they are overworld enemies. That's the best way to think about them. But you'd see 2 or so of them on the same screen. Yeah, and in Zelda 1, yeah. In this one, Lionels are a singular creature that you... Like, there's multiple of them on the map, but you only come across one at a time. And they're a super hard fight. They breathe fire all over you. They shoot lightning arrows at you. They're crazy. They're crazy. And they added a new one. A gold one. Alright. So, that leaves us with going to be 4. There we go. Hey, some people are really good at Zelda combat, and most of them are signing up for the Zelda 2 randomizer tournament coming up soon. God, man, I want to learn Zelda 2 so I can play Zelda 2. I think after Final Fantasy Friday, we're going to do, like when we're done with the challenge, which will probably be like a year from now, we'll ask people, do you want to see Metal Gear Mondays? Or we could do Legend of Zelda. Probably be quicker for me just to get... yeah, we'll probably just do Metal Gear Monday, because I can knock that out. I could do that pretty quickly. That doesn't take too long. That'd probably be like 2 months, maybe. If we only did it on Mondays. But Legend of Zelda is going to take us fucking forever. What FF game are you playing until? Well, we're doing Final Fantasy Fridays. So Final Fantasy Fridays is a challenge to go through and play all of the main entry Final Fantasy games. No, I'm not going to play 10-2. In American order from 1 through 15. We will also sprinkle in Final Fantasy Tactics in between Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 7 per its release date according to the two games in America. So after Final Fantasy 2, we're moving on to Final Fantasy 3. And then 4. And then 5. And then 6, and then we're going to go to Tactics, and then we're going to go to 7, and then we're going to go to 9, because who likes 8? Just kidding, we'll play 8 begrudgingly. 9, 10. We'll show some trailer. We'll probably like get together about 11, show like YouTube videos of the cinematics and stuff like that, get an idea for like what that story was all about. And then we'll play 12, the new version that just got released. And then we'll play 13 begrudgingly, and all of its sequels, because that's the whole game, apparently, from what I've been told. Then we'll spend a day playing Final Fantasy 14 online, and then we'll go and play 15. FF8 was my favorite out of them, but that might be because it's the first one I played. It's always the first one you played. I hated FF8, but I wasn't a teenage boy at the time when I played it. I was a teenage boy when I played it, and then I went back and played it as an adult, and I still hate the game. Fuck! FF13 tells a complete story on its own. You mean just the game without doing lightning returns and 13-2? 13.2 and 13.3 need each other. Couldn't invest another 150 hours into Zelda. Yeah, buddy. So, have you played it, Shahali? In your opinion, should we just do the core 13 and skip 13.2 and 13.3? Or should we play it? Also, like, what are the time investments on 13.2 and 13.3? You know, can I bust it out real quick and make people happy? Or, like, is it going to be adding, like, weeks of gameplay to this challenge? What am I obligated to play is 13. But if the complete full package is 13.2 and 13.3 in there as well. I am a completionist. I've watched the 313s but not played them. So what do you think then? What's your opinion on the... And yeah, definitely enjoy your pizza, Glorious Avocado. So 13.1 tells a complete story on its own. 13.2 tells a story is crudely tacked onto 13.1's. If Square could have reused assets from a different world without modern games screaming, it would have been a separate main series entry. Zelda sounds like 3 years younger. Whoa, in the Japanese. When you approach her, she's not like, "Nani?" I don't want to go in there. Where am I at? Down here. Okay. LR's story needs 13.2's to work. Lightning Returns. I would play both 13.2 and LR if you play either. But is it best to just leave them both out? Because we could totally just play 13. They're fairly short. Well, I mean, if people consider 10-2 part of the main series, they probably consider Lightning Returns and 13-2 to be part of the main series. So if honestly, I'd include them or leave them out based on how much you like 13 style gameplay. I think it's a good way to go about it. And since I'm definitely not playing 10-2, I probably should keep to that and not play 13-2. And I've played enough of 13 to know that I don't like its gameplay. It's gobbledygook, but it has a very good villain. Maybe great. Ain't no Kefka though. Ain't nobody gonna ever be a good enough villain to beat out Kefka. Kefka, best villain ever. And I'm not a huge... Like, I'm a Final Fantasy fan, but I'm not a huge Final Fantasy fan. I think Metal Gear is a better story than a lot of Final Fantasy games are. Lord of the Rings is the greatest story ever told. And Kefka is still a better bad guy than Sauron? Are you really willing to say that, Zig? Nah, you're not willing to say that. Kefka's pretty good, though. Kefka's pretty good. All right, so we'll see how many people come in for 13. If there's a bunch of people who are like, "Oh my god, I love 13. It's my favorite game. It's the most underrated Final Fantasy in the series." Because Lord of the Rings isn't about bad guys. I mean, it kind of is. I mean, everything is about... Sauron isn't a bad guy. I think he's a fantastic bad guy. And the whole story is about Sauron. It's all about him and that damn piece of jewelry. Oh my god. The fuck? Where am I? 13.2 smooths out a lot of 13.1's rough spots. For example, you don't lose if you've played if your played character dies. Oh. Like Lightning, if she dies in 13, you don't have to keep her alive in that one. Steam froze up there. A lot of FFs are about their bad guys. Like FF6 is Kefka's story. Yeah. And while Lord of the Rings isn't a story about Sauron, it's all 100% focused on him.